Did one of Steam's biggest games just get banned in Australia? Yesterday, eagle-eyed Steam users noticed that Schedule 1, a wildly popular Australian-made game about becoming a narcotics kingpin, had disappeared from the Australian version of Steam. Schedule 1 was released earlier this year in early access and immediately rocketed up the Steam sales charts. In just the 2 months since it launched, it's already become one of Steam's most popular games. Made in Australia, Schedule 1 is about taking a small-time narcotics dealer and turning them into the central figure in a sprawling criminal operation. Now, if you're an older Aussie gamer, you might already see where this is headed. The Australian Classification Board has a long history of refusing classification to games that feature drugs or drug use in any capacity. Games that are refused classification are effectively banned and therefore cannot be sold in Australia. Thus, it shouldn't surprise anyone to hear that Schedule 1, with its entire premise hinging on the sale of illicit substances, got dinged by classification. Except, apparently, that's not what happened. According to an ex-post by the game's creator, a solo dev who just goes by the name Tyler, this is all just a big misunderstanding. Quote, "To anyone in Australia, you might have noticed Schedule 1 is hidden on Steam," Tyler writes. Don't worry, the game hasn't been banned, but it turns out all games in Australia need to receive a classification/age rating. I thought this was only required for console and physical releases. Tyler is right. All games in Australia do need to be submitted for classification before they can be listed for sale. Why he was under the impression that digital or Steam games were somehow exempt from classification is unclear. Though Tyler's post is optimistic that this will all be over soon, there are still a few hurdles to clear. Should the classification board ask for changes to bring Schedule 1 in line with Australian standards, Tyler will need to either alter the game or cop an RC or refused classification rating. Anyway, the good news for people who've already purchased a copy of Schedule 1 is that it will remain in your Steam libraries and you'll still be able to play it. This only affects people who maybe had it on their wish lists and hadn't bought it yet. Interested for your take on this one. Do you think Schedule 1's going to make it through classification unscathed? Do you think it'll be back very quickly? Get in the comments, let me know.